My name is Eric Elliott. I am here with Greenruhm talking to Talk Time Band. These guys, I discovered them late last year, and they are already one of my top favorite bands, and they showed up in my Spotify at number 3 already, and after just a few months. So they're amazing songwriters, amazing musicians, and I'm really excited to be talking with them today. So maybe you guys can just tell me, go back in time a little bit. Tell me a little bit about yourselves and how you got together and how Talk Time came to be.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for having us. Yeah, we're an LA-based band. Myself and Edson Choi here. Kind of been just like in the LA music scene a bit, circled around each other, playing, with different bands on the same bills. And this band came together, launched around like 2018, just a few years ago. And we met, I kind of like filled in for a guitar player in his old band. And through actually like a mistaken email, he emailed what he thought was going to be a different mic with some music after his old band ended. And then I was like, I think you mean another mic, but like, hey, what's up? Good, like I what's going on with music? And
in other words, it was destiny.
Yeah. So yeah, here we are, a couple EPs in, and just making some tunes.
I love that. Edson, when did you realize that you were a musician? That's what you wanted to do?
I mean, it's hard to pinpoint exactly, but I think the fact that when I was little, I would hear music and I grew up in Brazil, and even when I would hear music and it's not in a language I understood, it still touched me. So I think I didn't say like, oh, I'm going to be a guitar player now and write songs, but it definitely sent me on the path of being an artist. And I've been fascinated by songwriting ever since. So
nice. You wanted to be part of that, huh? You wanted to like touch the source.
Yes, I definitely felt like there was like a magic that like good music or good art, it touches a source that really like transcends just like my own personal culture or whatever. It just kind of brings things together and like, I don't know, a clarity that we're all part of whatever the fuck this is, life. The source.
That's great. Mike, how about you? How'd you realize?
I feel like I kind of
late bloomer.
Yeah, I was a little bit of a late bloomer. Yeah, I think it was just like came. I lived in college with like a music major, and so I just kind of like absorbed a lot because I'm a self-taught musician. And it just came from, he was a guitar player, he was like a music major, and just kind of like, I studied art and like, so I just kind of absorbed from him, and then just like playing in bands in college, like stuff like that is where I kind of started.
How did you guys know that you'd be good together? Like, how did you find that collaboration magic?
It was from the song Year of Self. Was sort of like where the band started. Just like I sent some music I had been messing with to Edson, and then he sent back with like a verse kind of chorus like stuff over that, and that became Year of Self. And I was like, oh yeah, I think we got something here. And then we just kept like working on it behind the scenes for a while, pulling in musicians. And then a big part of that was like connecting with Matt Bishop, who became a big part of like our creative family in working with like, the first EP, and became really good friends and, close, and worked with him on the second EP. So
for those who don't know, Matt Bishop is a legendary producer. He's done some amazing stuff with some incredible bands, right? Silversun Pickups, U2. Who else?
Oh, I think Killers.
Yeah,
right?
as an engineer, he did Killers.
Oh yeah, engineer. Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Two Door Cinema Club.
Yeah. I like Twin Atlantic, the stuff he did with them, and
Yeah.
and Caroline Kingsbury, who's on the last track of our EP. Got to shout her out. He worked on her album. And she is amazing.
She's amazing. Check it out, Caroline Kingsbury.
Yeah, she's got tapped to like open for the War on Drugs, which I think something happened. They had to move some dates because of COVID and all that. But just I guess you would say on the up and up. But she's just amazing.
So speaking of engineer and producer collaborations, you guys are working with somebody new on some new songs. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. I think we can leak some info.
We're working with this guy Daryl Thorpe, who has engineered some of my personal favorite modern recordings, from like OK Computer and Hail to the Thief to Beck's Sea Change and Charlotte Gainsbourg, a bunch of guys. He's working right now with Foo Fighters, but Jenny Lewis. He's and Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney. But as a producer, he's working with us, and he actually hooked us up with this awesome studio, the Village Studios in Santa Monica. So we got to record there. Yeah. We're working on a few new songs there, and it's sounding pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of getting mixed and figuring out when we can share it. But yeah, super excited on these new songs, and like getting to work at the Village was just an incredible experience. And Daryl's such an amazing, generous guy. Yeah.
So speaking of your new work, you guys have a new album coming, maybe?
Oh, well, I think one of the big goals for us this year is writing a full length. So we're just continuing to sort of promote our latest EP, Necessary Evil. But just this year is a big like getting back in the studio and writing kind of year.
That's cool. And are there any other collaborators coming in maybe?
Oh yeah. Yes. Well, the core, we kind of became, the core was me and Edson. But we're going to be working with this like great drummer, John Bradley, like this year, who's coming in the fold, and just excited about that. He's phenomenal. That's
cool. Are you thinking of any live shows or performing your new stuff?
Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of our favorite venues in LA closed permanently, including Bootleg, the Satellite. But we're fortunate enough to have an art studio compound where we've put on a show last September there. Went really well. And so, and it's outdoors, so we don't have to worry about COVID as much. Yeah. And I think we're for these new releases, we're gonna try to plan something real special. In a similar fashion.
That would be great.
Make our own little festival. Kind of thing. Yeah, just kind of pull in some of the art community in LA, and I think it should be fun. So yeah, definitely look out for that.
That'd be incredible. Have you thought about live streaming that thing?
Yeah, actually, I think this time around I want to be more on top of it with that, and we might partner with a friend who works more in like VR, and like also try and stream it to like a VR alt space VR.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. Why not? You gotta, just fortunate from like living here in Los Angeles. There's so many creative folks you meet along the way, and you know, it's like for instance, you know, and it's just like great to be able to reach out and start to collaborate. You know, Edson's good friend is working on an animated music video. Actually, his good friend and old bandmate from a while back, and you know, my friend Jesse Nolan started this, like, you know, VR company, NFT Oasis, and you know, just know him from back in the day. So
Nice.
pull it all together.
Very cool. I'm excited for that stuff. I want to circle back a little bit. You mentioned Year of Self. It's like the song kind of brought you guys together. There's a line in that song that my wife is always singing, and then the whole song pops into my head, and I have to go listen, right? It's that, "Hey, misfit, stay true." Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I think yeah, that one was our first song, and it's got kind of a double multi-layered story. Yeah, on one hand, it was me giving props to the astronomer Galileo, who was, you know, one of the founders of the scientific method, and he is actually, in his time, like they pretty much persecuted him for, you know, thinking, hey guys, we're not, Earth is not the center of the universe. Actually, we revolve around the sun.
Yeah.
And you know, he was pretty much hard banned from society because of that. But he stuck to his guns, you know. And but on a personal level, the song's really about, like, for me myself, I'm Korean. I was born and grew up in Brazil, and then moved here to the States. And you know, I was expected to fall into certain groups and behave a certain way, but I always, you know, from as soon as I was born, apparently, I just sort of, like, whoever was authentic and actually I got along with and had cool things to say and wasn't a dick, you know, that was my people, you know what I mean? So for me, that was kind of a mantra growing up, you know. I mean, not exactly that chorus, but pretty much, hey, just stay true to yourself. Like,
The real people will find you.
The real people will find you. The authentic people who are there and will be like good friends to you will find you. And there will always be these haters and these negative voices, evil, on the sides trying to take you down. And you just, you know, don't bend to that. Stay true. You know.
I love it. I love it. Hey, listen, I know you guys have to wrap up soon, but I got two more questions for you. Number one, what are you most proud of? And number two, what are you most excited about?
Yeah, man. I mean, for the future of the band, like, I'm super looking forward to this year, like, writing together, making lots of new music. So that's, like, hugely fun part of the process. I'm super proud, just, like, I guess most recently is just, like, Daryl Thorpe, like, you know, really just getting to do that opportunity, I guess, is just a recognition of the music we've made thus far, like the strength of the music thus far. But also just, like, really proud of the, you know, messages we get, like, from people, to, you know, positive.
Yeah, we work, you know, we try to make the best art we can, and when people
if it reaches,
they reach out to us and say, hey, I really connected with your music and I think it's really great. This song or this line made me feel a certain way, and I feel like that's really, you know, to the risk of sounding kind of cheeseball, that's really, like, why we do this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it keeps us going, for sure.
Yeah,
like, those kind of things.
Yeah, absolutely. So wind beneath our wings.
Nice. What are you most excited about?
Yeah, I think, like, you know, as an artist, you always want to keep moving forward, and I think you know, we're currently mixing this session with Daryl, but we're also working on new stuff. Mm-hmm. And for me, the thought of working on a full-length record is super exciting because, you know, contrary to popular trend of bands just releasing singles, I'm actually a huge fan of the LP. You know, like for me, albums have always been like a piece, you know, a piece of an artist, a statement. And so I feel like working on a full length with that's coming up is super exciting.
And you know, just like having new blood, I think. It you know, like that drummer we were speaking of, I think. I think like what really gets the artist brain going is like the feeling of unlimited possibilities, and just like out in the horizon, there's just like this nebulous, like, I don't know, like realm of possibilities. And so I think that's both got us kind of juiced right now. So
amazing. Well, I really love what you guys have made so far. It's incredible music. If you guys haven't heard of it, jump in. And you guys have a playlist on Spotify with all the official releases, and you guys made some playlists of other music that you're digging or you're influenced by or into, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I want to direct the
Dip
fans
into that.
to go.
Got Edson's favorite Brazilian music, and I got something up there of like some like I don't know, like soul.
How can the fans follow you if they want to keep in touch?
Yeah, mostly like Talk Time Band across all the socials.
We have a YouTube channel, so
that's
if you want to subscribe to us. We try to post all our songs with the lyrics. You know, when we release it, we're gonna be out with a music video soon, an epic animated music video soon.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, there's also like you said, social media like Instagram and stuff.
I can't wait. Well, everybody, you heard it. Like, subscribe, go check out their YouTube channel, and check them out on Spotify and all the social media. And I'll let you guys go. It was a real honor talking to you guys, and I can't wait to hear your next album, your next EP, your next single, whatever you drop next. We're excited.
Oh, man, thanks, Eric. Thanks so much for having us. Yeah, I appreciate you.
All right. See you guys.
Cheers.